All right, we're going to start the second round. Yield 5 minutes to myself for questions. Mr. Uriarte, I'm looking at a list, and I want to go back to the question I asked during my last round. Your policy, or the policy of the department, regarding responsiveness to Republican requests or Ranking Member Jordan's requests when the Republicans were in the minority. Is it your statement today that you provided documents to Ranking Member Jordan in the that would be 117th Congress?
Congressman, what I was saying earlier, just to clarify, was that my understanding is that in the last Congress, we provided 34 letters to then Ranking Member Jordan in response to his various requests.
Okay. My understanding that just regarding the school board issue, over 100 letters were sent to DOJ components over the course of the 117th. Does that reflect your recollection of the situation?
I don't have that number in front of me, but I'm happy to take that back.
Okay. Beginning back as early as October 13th of 2021, when a letter was written to Attorney General Garland, there have been letters to U.S. attorneys requesting documents dated November 1st, 2021, to FBI Director Wray, November 3rd, 2021, requesting documents on the FBI's role by November 17th, to Attorney General Garland on the completeness of testimony regarding the whistleblower disclosure on November 16th, 2021. I can go on, but you essentially see that over the course of 2021 and 2022, they weren't just requests for a letter, they were requests for documents. And they were responded to with generally a single sheet letter saying, we will not comply, essentially. So now that we are in the majority, these same requests were given to you on January 17th. First, actually, after November's election, November 18th, Attorney General Garland was given a letter stating Republicans will pursue the matter into the 118th and requesting not only testimony but responsiveness to previous requests. And then January 17th, another letter reiterating not only past requests but outstanding requests in the new Congress. So when we say these requests just came in, we've just gotten these requests this year, I think it's important to provide some context about the timeline over which Republicans have been asking for information, asking for documents, and receiving very little. And your testimony is that while you responded with letters, were any documents provided before Republicans took the majority?
Not to my knowledge. What we were endeavoring to do is to, again, begin the process of informing the committee about the answers to their questions, was to do so through a narrative format. That's oftentimes the first step that is taken here. And yes, we of course are happy to, whether as a ranking member or now as chair, engage in the accommodation process. But of course, everything has started anew with the new Congress, and we've endeavored through these processes and through the letters that we've sent to have that voluntary discussion about your priorities.
Were you accommodating the majority at the time during the 117th Congress, providing them with document production?
I don't have that number in front of me, but I can tell you that whether it has been the majority or the minority, we work through various requests.
That wasn't my question. Did you ever provide documents to the Democrats when they were in the majority in the 117th?
I'm confident that we provided documents to this committee in the last Congress in response to requests from then Chairman Nadler, and consistent with the constitutional role the chairman of the committee plays and as they speak for Congress. The department has taken the position that there is an additional authorities that are granted to the chairman. And of course, that does inform our responses to the committees.
Then I will
regardless of the role of the individual member, we do endeavor to be responsive to all members. and to treat them as constitutional officers, which we recognize.
I'm pleased at that last statement, that respecting that the majority should receive some response and some action on the part of the department, so that now that there is a different majority, your responsiveness to the majority now should be similar to your responsiveness to the majority then. And it's disappointing to hear that there was essentially a double standard where the majority was getting those documents and the minority was getting nothing during the last Congress. But you knew about them, and that's the important thing. You've known what we were asking for, so it shouldn't come as a surprise, and we should be seeing results by this point. The gentleman